Hello guys! Welcome back to my vlog. And kung bago ka sa channel na to, I'm Za and this is Za Canada channel. And here in this episode, we are going to talk about the Canada visa-free travel news. Na may malaking epekto sa travel plans ng marami. Ito yung bonus update na magugustuhan ng maraming Pinoy travelers. So ano nga bang ibig sabihin ng Canada visa-free? Visa-free na daw ang Canada. Na pwede na daw pumunta sa Canada ang kung sino. Pwede na pumunta na parang Hong Kong lang or Singapore or Malaysia na pwede nating puntahan. Ganyan nga ba yung update na ibinigay nila? Panoorin hanggang dulo at alamin kung ano nga ba ang ibig sabihin yan. So ito yung nalaman natin. Ano nga ba yung tinatawag na Canada visa-free? So Canada expanded ang kanyang visitor travel program including Philippines sa the list of countries eligible for visa-free travel. Pero may condition pa rin. So which means na hindi porket may passport ka, pwede ka na, or hindi porket may ticket ka na papuntang Canada, or kung, so kung halimbawang nakapag-travel ka na kung Malaysia, Singapore, or other countries, hindi ibig sabihin niya na automatic pwede ka nang pumunta sa Canada na walang visa. There are still conditions. Which means na these are the conditions. Hindi talaga kumbaga para siyang news for all of those people who have traveled already in the US. So, kung may US visa ka, then there is a big chance that you can apply to Canada or you can go to Canada visa-free. Okay? So, hindi automatic visa-free. Okay? So, kailangan mong you have held a Canadian visa in the last 10 years, which means that may nag-grant na sa yung visa before sa Canada in the past 10 years. Nakita nila sa system nila, ay, may work permit palang hawak to dati, may visa to sa Canada dati. Or may visitor visa pala to last time, tapos hindi niya lang na-renew, then, yes, you can or you can enter Canada visa-free. And, of course, if you have a valid US non-immigrant visa. Then, kung meron ka niya mga yan, kung nasatisfy mo yung condition na yan, then, pwede ka mag-apply ng ETA or Electronic Travel Authorization instead of a visa. Okay? So, which means na, in short, hindi talaga siya free. Kagaya na sinasabi natin na yung mga Asian countries na pwede nating puntahan. Like yun nga, yung Brunei, Malaysia, Singapore, Hong Kong, Thailand, Cambodia, ano pa ba yung mga visa-free na country na pwedeng puntahan basta-basta ng mga tourist or ng mga Pilipino na kagaya natin. Na pwede tayong magpunta lang doon, mag-visit, mag-tourist, yung mga ganyan. So, hindi talaga siya visa-free technically. Visa-free technically siya doon sa mga tao na meron ng Canadian visa in the past and holding a US non-immigrant visa. So, as I mentioned earlier, if you are eligible for that ETA, or if you satisfy the requirement to get an ETA instead of a visa, then you have to apply it online. There is this website that you have to go to in order for you to apply for that ETA. As far as I know, based on my research, it's 300 pesos or if you're currently here in Canada, then it's $7. 7 Canadian dollars. And here are the step-by-step guide. Definitely, you must be passport ready, of course. Then credit card and debit card, you should have an email. You can apply online at canada.ca and then wait for the approval. Okay, ililink ko dyan yung website kung saan ka pwedeng mag-apply ng ETA. Okay? And ano nga ba talaga ang ibig sabihin nito? What are the advantages ng mga changes? Kung may changes na ganito, then it's easier travel for tourism. Let's say, for example, you are planning to go to the US and you are holding a US non-immigrant visa sa US. Then, you can just apply for an ETA and then, pwede ka na mag-travel sa Canada. Let's say, gusto mo pumunta pala ng Grouse Mountain or sa mga scenery dito sa British Columbia. Kasi marami talaga magagandang scenery dito. Then, you just have to go to the website, then pay the fee, then pwede ka na mag-travel. Of course, you can be reunited with your family and friends easily. You can easily do your business trips. Meron ka palang mga katransaksyon dito sa Canada. You can easily do that using this process. And lastly, explore Canada's natures and cities. Ang sikat ngayon yung Banff, Alberta. Yan, maganda talaga dyan. Hindi pa kami nakapunta pero kasama yan sa bucket list namin. So hopefully this year mapuntahan namin yung Banff. Paki-comment nga below kung talaga maganda dyan or kung may mas maganda pang lugar na puntahan dyan. And Niagara Falls pala. Siyempre sa Toronto, sa eastern side ng Canada. Maganda rin daw dyan. But I still have some reminders that this is only valid for air travel. Kung magpa-fly ka through air or aeroplano, then dun lang siya valid. Dun lang valid ang ETA. Okay? If it's land or sea, then visa will still be asked. Okay? Kailangan mo pa rin ng visa kung kung sea travel or cross-border. Kailangan mo pa rin ng visa. So it's not always an automatic entry. Not automatic entry, which means the immigration officer still have the discretion to assess your application or to assess if you are really eligible to enter the Canada border, to enter Canada, or para makapag-explore sa buong Canada. Okay? Sila pa rin ang mag-i-screen. May immigration officer pa rin na titingnan yung mga documents mo kung valid ba talaga sila or hindi. And definitely, you have to have a valid passport. Make sure na hindi siya pa-expire. As much as possible, kung may panahon kayo para i-renew. Let's say, for example, 1 year na lang yung 1 year na lang. Mag-expire na pala yung passport nyo. So, if you have the time to update or to renew your passport, then do that. Okay? Mas maganda na yung sigurado. Kasi nga, as far as I know, dapat, when you travel, the passport must be valid at least 6 months before, from the date of your travel. Pero wag nyo nang paabutin ng ganyan. Wag nyo nang hanggat-hanggatin. 'Di ba? Mas maganda yung ready. Yung laging handa. Okay? And definitely, prepare your funds. Baka kailanganin kasi ng proof of funds. Minsan, tatanungin kayo ng mga immigration officer. Again, these are just random questions that might be asked at the border or dun sa airport mismo. They might be asked, how much is the fund or the money that you are bringing right to Canada. For example, magkano ba ang dala mong pera para makapag-stay ka ng mga ganito katagal dito sa Canada? So better ready. better you have enough proof of funds para makapasok dito sa Canada. And of course, travel plans. Ano nga ba ang gagawin mo? You should have your own itinerary. Saan ka pupunta? Anong gagawin mo? Saan ka mag-i-stay? These things. Importante ito para sa smooth traveling or para sa smooth transaction pagdating sa screening or sa mga immigration officer. Alright, so sana nakatulong tong video na to. So if you like this video, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. I-comment nyo nga dyan kung plano nyong mag-travel dito sa Canada para ma-meet ko naman kayo. Okay, mag-comment kayo dyan sa baba. And thank you so much again for watching. Lumalakad pa rin dyan yung email address ko. Feel free to send me an email for any inspiring stories, questions, or anything under the sun as long as related sa mga content ko. Okay? At laging tatandaan, hindi kailangan maraming pera. Basta may peace of mind. I'll see you again next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.